Hello, this is Dr. Bob DeMaria, the Drugless Doctor, and today we're going to talk about dairy products. Milk, yogurt, ice cream, cottage cheese, you name it, we're going to talk about it. I have been practicing for over 30 years, and I have patients that come into my office every day with pain. And here's a discovery that they learn when I have communication with them. What they eat commonly is causing their pain. In the book, Dr. Bob's Trans Fat Survival Guide, we have different fat charts. What you eat becomes you. There is a fat called arachidonic acid. Arachidonic acid is the fat that is found in dairy products. Well, it can cause pain and inflammation. So when I have a patient come into the office, and we do a diet journal to them. We have them write down what they eat for just a week time period. And I notice that they may be putting dairy or milk on their breakfast cereal, or they're having yogurt or cottage cheese or ice cream every day, even 4 or 5 times a week. But I can tell you right now, people eat it every day. Those individuals have pain. I have seen joint inflammation go away on individuals within 2 weeks or less just by eliminating dairy. Now, ladies, I know commonly when you're about 15 years old, you get a lecture from your mom or your grandmother telling you to eat yogurt. And do you want to know why they tell you to eat yogurt? That's right, you answered it correctly. It's because of the calcium. What I have found is that over time, that dairy can compromise pancreas function. See, the pancreas does more than just secrete insulin. It secretes enzymes. And if you overwork your fat enzyme called lipase, you could have chronic left neck and mid-back pain. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, well, Dr. Bob, if I don't consume dairy, where do I get my calcium from? So here's a trick question. When was the last time you saw a cow eating cottage cheese, milk, or ice cream? You say, oh, Dr. Bob, they don't eat that. That's silly. Of course it's silly. Cows eat hay, grass, and alfalfa. Now, I'm not telling you to eat hay, grass, and alfalfa, but what I am telling you to eat is almonds, sesame seeds, walnuts, kale, and greens. See, cows eat green food. The green food has calcium in it. Yes, your body needs calcium. Let me talk to you about cows. Cows have little brains and big bodies. That means their milk needs to have a lot of calcium in it, and they don't have a lot of what we call phospholipids. On the other hand, a human brain is quite large and needs phospholipids. Our bodies don't need the same amount of calcium that's found in cow's milk. Actually, there's an enzyme in the human body called Renin. And we're about 2 or 3 years old. We don't really have that enzyme to break down cow's milk. And cow's milk also has something in it called casein. Casein is the protein that can cause sensitivity in the body, including allergies, asthma, hay fever, joint pain. So I would minimize or eliminate cow's milk. Arachidonic is the fat that causes pain. Casein is the protein that can literally cause allergy symptoms. I have several massage therapists that are in my life and that we communicate constantly. Massage therapy is glorious. But one of my massage therapists told me that individuals who consume dairy products on a consistent basis have a fine layer of fat underneath their skin that's a little bit different than those individuals who have minimal or no dairy product. And individuals, she also told me, that consume a lot of dairy have pretty smelly feet because of the dairy that's impacting their body physiology. So dairy, from my experience, can cause a lot of health challenges. I can also tell you that dairy is a protein, which you know, the casein, tends to make one's pH, which is a measure of acid and alkaline, tends to make your body more acid, can literally cause osteoporosis rather than prevent osteoporosis. So we don't promote dairy for osteoporosis. Now let's talk a little bit about ice cream. America loves ice cream. First, if you're going to consume ice cream, you probably want to make your own. Get an ice cream maker, get some organic milk and real flavors. Don't use these artificial flavors. We don't ever promote soft serve ice cream. If you're going to eat ice cream, you want to get a good quality ice cream. But listen to this. Because of my profession, we take lumbar films of our patients. When I have somebody that comes into the office and we take what we call a lateral view of the lumbar spine, which is a side view of the low back, and we see calcification in the front of their spine, that calcification is usually found in the aorta. The aorta is the largest blood vessel in the body. If I see calcification of that aorta, I know that that person has inflammation because it takes 40% change of a structure to show up on an x-ray. You say, Dr. Bob, what are you trying to tell me? If I see a calcified aorta, that means that that aorta is not pumping blood through. That aorta has been inflamed from all the ice cream, because those people, when I ask them the question, they always say the same thing with a small grin on their face, that they eat ice cream on a regular basis. So if it's plugging up the largest blood vessel in the body, I am sure it's plugging up the blood vessels in your brain and around your heart. Do yourself a favor. Let's go to some non-dairy milks. Coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk. I preferred the unsweetened version because some of the nut milks today also have a lot of sugar. If you mix dairy with a breakfast cereal, wheat or corn in the morning, I'll promise you this, you're going to have digestive distress and you're not doing your body a favor. Start consuming some nut milks. I promise you, your body will be glad you did.